What is up, guys? Your boy Jay Styles. I'm just gonna do my quick little video here. I'm gonna show y'all before we start bowl week 1 of 4, because we're in the college playoffs. This is the bracket, what it looks like right now. So Auburn, Michigan, Cincinnati, Clemson got a bye week. Alright, so we go against Tulsa week 1, Florida go against North Carolina, Pittsburgh against Nebraska, Arizona versus Georgia. On our way to the national championship in Houston, Texas. Anywho, alright. So we're going to go over this. The Heisman winner goes to Tim Carpenter, who we will be seeing. We will be seeing him first round of the college playoffs. Oh, about to take that man out. Alright, so runner-up goes to Walker White. See, we only got one linebacker. There's only one linebacker. There's only one defensive player in the Heisman Trophy. That's crazy. All these quarterbacks. All right. What made my linebacker so special? Ooh, that's career. All right, let's see in the season. Oh, he was there. He was close. He was close. All right, as y'all can see, Terrell Suggs got the record for most sacks in the season. He is right behind that, which is why he was considered for the Heisman. If I'm not mistaken, my linebacker had 22.5 sacks, maybe 23. I got to go check. But I'm going to get back to y'all in a minute on that one. All right, so as we go through the listing here, I'm going to go over the awards, All-Americans, and we're going to go over the season stats. All right, so as y'all can see, the player of the year, 1, 2, 3. This is pretty much looks like the Heisman. The first 5 people is exactly how the Heisman looked. And he's a sophomore, so that means he's coming back for 2 more years. So he's about to be a problem. All right. Head coach of the year goes to Marcus Webb, which is wild, but I won't knock it. Mo Justice is number 2 with a 58-1 record so far, but you know, it is what it is. Mike Porter's number 3. That's the top 3. Look at ODU making that comeback. Look at ODU making that come up. All right, James Anderson, do your thing. Best quarterback goes to Tim Carpenter. That sucks for you. He comes back next year. You just missed out on it. All right. Best defensive player. Hey, let's go, Ian. Let's go, Ian. Followed by Chase Morrison. Followed by Jonah. Hey, let's go. We got best defensive player. Best defensive back. Cam McPhee. Let's go. Going out senior year with a bang. Follow up by TJ Burney. Okay, see y'all. Best running back goes to Nate White. Michigan's running back. He's hurt. But salute to you. Best receiver goes to Kylan. I think it's Kylan. From LSU. That's interesting. I want to see what his stats look like, because I don't know how you beat this guy, but he comes back another year. So, oh, and so do you. Okay. Okay, we'll see how that works. Lombardi Award goes to Chase Morrison. Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award goes to Walker White. Wow. Where's Tussler's quarterback at? Oh, because he's not a senior. That's right. Never mind. My bad. My bad. Best defensive end goes to Chase Morrison. Best interior lineman goes to Gus Hawkins. Huh. Interesting. Best tight end goes to Marquise Springs. Yeah. That man's a beast. You see all these tight ends, they're like, man, we ain't even got all those stats. Man, my tight end puts in work. The Broyles award goes to the assistant coach of the year. It goes to Ryan Winston, the offensive coordinator for Auburn. Best linebacker goes to Ian. Let's go. Let's go, Ian. Best center goes to Sam Sledge. The Lou Gorza. I want to say Gorza. But best kicker of the year goes to Miguel. I'm not saying that last name. I'm not about to butcher your last name. But Miguel. Best kicker. Best punter goes to Mackenzie Ryan from UL Monroe. Best returner goes to Micah Hudson from North Texas. And that's all the awards for 2027. All right. So the All-Americans this year, as follows. Tim Carpenter, quarterback. Syer Gaines, running back, Boise State. Jordan Lyle, backup running back, Miami. Teron Williams, Arizona's wide receiver. Montrell Hatton Jr., Kansas State receiver. Desmond Ivy, receiver from Norfolk State. Tight end, Marquise Springs, tight end, Norfolk State. Starting left tackle for the first team, Grant Bricks. That's a nice name. From Nebraska. Left guard goes to Grant. Dang, two guys up there. We start yelling out, Grant! We got to specify. Grant Ellinger, Virginia. Starting center, Sam Sledge from Nebraska. Right guard, Gus Hawkins, Kansas State. Right tackle, Gerby. I think that's Gerby Lambert, Notre Dame. Left end goes to Jordan Allen, Kansas State. Right end goes to Tristan Johnson, TCU. Defensive tackle, Justin Scott, Miami. Miami University. Oh, the University of Miami, Florida. I got to say that because I forgot this. University of Miami, Ohio, too. Defensive tackle, David Stone, Oklahoma. Left outside linebacker goes to Samuel. I'm not about to say that last name. I ain't trying to butcher it. From Georgia. Middle linebacker, Sammy Brown, Clemson. Right outside linebacker goes to Raylan Wilson, Georgia. Starting corner, O.J. Frederick Jr. Wow. Miami University of Florida. Also starting cornerback, Jamel Croft Jr. Penn State. Starting free safety, Jaden Patterson, North Carolina. Starting strong safety, Roger Gradney, Roger Gradney, Nebraska. Starting kicker, Aaron. Burrell, LSU. Punter, Kerry Purvis, punter from Colorado. First team. Second team, as you can see, I'm not going to go through all these names. This is taking too long as is. But there's nobody up here from not NC State, Norfolk State. I'm so used to saying my boys NC State. Freshman. Hey, look at that. Arkansas State actually made it up here. How about that? Alright, so those are your All-Americans this year. Alright, so we're going to go over the stats real quick. And we're going to wrap this up. Alright. So if we can go to the national stats. For the defense, apparently I got to show my stats individually. Because somehow they don't show like interceptions and sacks for us. I guess because Team Builder wants to be retarded. Alright. So Tim Carpenter with the most yards. 4,708. Most completions goes to also Tim Carpenter. 331 completions. The most attempts goes to Bryson Harrison. He thrown the ball 486 times. Most passing touchdowns goes to Tim Carpenter as well. Yeah, you see why he won the Heisman. 55 touchdowns. It was a tie for second between Brady Drogosh and Percy Kahn. But Tim Carpenter was out here putting the ball in the air. Most interceptions goes to J.P. Pickles from UTEP. 23 interceptions thrown. That is not good. Best completion percentage, we would have to go with it would be this guy, Luke Duncan, because he played 12 games. 76%. I don't think he actually played all 12 games, but, you know, I guess he was on the backup. But we're not even going to do that then. Yards per game goes to Tim Carpenter as well. 362.2 yards. Jesus. Best QBR, I would say my guy, but that doesn't count. That doesn't count, so it would probably be Percy Kahn here, baby. 250.5, because everybody else literally looks like they played 12 games, but they ain't throw the ball in all 12 games like they did. Average yards per attempt, Percy Kahn, obviously, 15.7. Who thrown the longest pass this year? Would be Adrian Posse, 100 yards down the field. The most sacks this year, Johnny Clemens, 43 sacks, offensive line. Please block this for this man. Please block for this man. Jesus. This is the most downs played. I don't think that really matters because that means you've been on the field way too long as a quarterback. And I don't like that for you. All right. Running backs. Most rushing yards goes to Jordan Lyle. 1,123 yards. These are your top three. This is tie for third right here. Average yards per carry goes to the receivers. Interesting. Them jet sweeps actually, well, no, I can't say the jet sweeps because the jet sweeps really don't count as a run. They usually count as a pass. Unless it's an actual jet sweep, not a jet touch pass. Anywho, most rushing touchdowns goes to Sayer Gaines with 17. Nice. Rushing average per game goes to Jordan Lyle. He averages 93.6 yards a game. Who fumbled the most times as a running back? Goes to Omari Wiggins, 5 fumbles. That's not good for you. Most broken tackles goes to Jordan Louis, 41 broken tackles, and is also tied with Damian Henderson II. 41 broken tackles out here. Yards after contact goes to Nate Rogers, 559 yards after contact. Longest run goes to Vincent Holmes, the receiver, 92 yards. Jesus. Who broke off the most 20-yard gains or more? Goes to Jordan Lyle, 16. It's also a tie for Damian Henderson, 16. All right, receiving. Most catches. Kylan Billot. I don't know how I'm going to pronounce that last name. But Kylan from LSU, 97 catches. Most total yards receiving goes to also Kylan. 1,499 yards. You couldn't get that extra yard to get to 1,500, huh? Whack. Receiving average per reception goes to Desmond Ivy. 34 yards a catch. Average. Average yards per game also goes to Kylan. 124.9. Most receiving touchdowns goes to Alex Green, also tied with Desmond Ivy, 22. Run after catch also goes to Kylan. 774 yards. See why you got the best receiver this year. Run after catch average goes to Jordan Bridgewater, 12.4. Longest reception goes to Joshua Jackson, 100 yards. Woo! Who had the most drops this year? Whoo! An injured receiver from ODU. Gideon Got to do better. Got to do better, my boy. Who allowed the most sacks as an offensive lineman? Ooh, Caleb Doris. 24 sacks allowed. Got to do better. Just got to do better. Most tackles would go to Sam Mattingly. 108 tackles. 86 of those were solo. 22 was assisted. Tackles for loss goes to Pat Farrell. I think I'm going to go with Farrell. 10 tackles for loss. Most sacks. It's not even close because right now it says Kamori House, but I'm pretty sure we're in the top of that. Most interceptions. Yeah, we're at the top of that too. So, like I said, we'll get to that in a minute. Want y'all to see this. 6 interception yards. 101. Da 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 da. 2 defensive touchdowns. 1. Alright, because see, they don't show my guys' defensive stats. So let's just go to my guys' defensive stats, because y'all going to see the difference in why I said we're at the top here. Slide that back over here. Tackles, the most tackles we got on our team, 60. And that's from the strong safety. Now the most solo tackles goes to another safety. Now, tackles for a loss. My linebacker, 34 tackles for a loss. I told you we surpassed it by a lot. Sacks, not even close. 22 and a half sacks. That's the NFL record, if I'm not mistaken. So, we have that. Interceptions, 13. 7. 6. Now, mind you, you saw it before. Like, the top person without us is 6. Got 13, 7, 6, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Where do you get those? Now, if you want to see who got the defensive touchdowns, yeah, we would have got that too. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Alright, best kicker. I don't know if they're going to show us in this kicking thing. I know it ain't us because we missed a couple kicks. It'll probably be this guy. Actually, it'll probably be this guy, but I don't know. Yeah, it'd be this guy. I don't know. There's a lot of 100% up here. Extra points. The worst extra points will probably be right here. That's crazy when you think about it. Nobody has less than a 93, so we're actually doing good. Now, field goal percentage, 40% is terrible. You are costing your team the game. Of course, we got the most kickoffs because all we do is score and then we got to kick the ball off. The most touchbacks would probably be going to Tyler Robles from USC. And I think that's about it. Punting. Jamison Hardrick has 74 punts. Yards punted for. AJ Windsor has 3,362 yards. My guy is way down here because we don't got to utilize him that much. He has the least average too. Average yards per punt. Return yards, see. I think that's the good part right here. Number of times blocked. Ooh, we got some people that got their punts blocked. We're not on that list. In the 20, yeah, we don't punt the ball that much. Longest punt goes to Cade Reynoldson, 65 yards. Also, there's like a 5-way, no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-way tie for the longest punt. Yay. Only 1 kickoff has been returned for a touch. Well, I ain't gonna say 1 kickoff. There's nobody has more than 1 kickoff return for a touchdown. Let's go with that. Kickoff return yards. This is your guy, 635 yards. I'm trying to wrap this up. Most punt returns. Most punt return yards. Most punt return yard touchdowns. Well, punt return touchdowns. That's what I meant. Longest punt return. J.J. Etheridge. And that's all she wrote, people. So there you have it. Those are all the awards. Those are all the stats. If you want to see my team stats this year in the season, this is what we're looking like. Total offense, 6,075 yards. 4,360 of those were passing. 1,715 of those were running. We score at least 51.3 yards a game. Well, 51.3 points a game. 55 touchdowns were passing. 20 of those was running. 245 first downs. It's not even close. Now look at the defensive side. We are in third when it comes down to total yards allowed in this division. We had 4,826 yards allowed. 3,975, well, 74 of those were passing yards. 852 of those were rushing yards. Points allowed, we allowed 330. We were tied for second. The most sacks goes to us in this division. We got 45 sacks. We didn't recover any fumbles because we didn't see them. But we got 41 interceptions. All right, when you look at the conversions, third down conversions, we will at least get 48%. Fourth down conversions, we got 73. 2-point conversions, we didn't go for those because we didn't really have to get there. Now, when it comes down to red zone efficiency, we had 93 attempts, and we barely got red zone points out of that. We sucked at that. Now, for the defense, when the red zone came to the defense, we allowed 27% of that to actually happen. So we did good on defense. We just sucked on offense. Penalties. We only had 15 penalties this season, 105 yards. Penalties. Nice. Turnovers. Our turnover differential is 30. We gave the ball away 11 times. 9 of those was interceptions. 2 of those was fumbles lost. Now, we took the ball away 41 times, and all of those was interceptions. Sheesh. And that's all she wrote, people. So, I just wanted to go over my awards before we go against Tussler. I'm out.